There's going to be enormous pressure on our budgets into the future for a number of reasons. As we know, there'll be a shrinking workforce, a larger proportion of people that are in the older age cohort, and so we need to be better prepared for being able to use what will be scarcer and scarcer resources in the best possible way. And if we don't start addressing those sorts of questions and issues now and begin to deal with them, when the crunch time comes, we'll still be spending money or be expected to spend money on dementia in a whole range of ways, and we will not be doing it in a more cost-effective way. So economics plays a very important part in how we look at this in the future. I mean, certainly the last government put some money into it and they sustained that for a period of time. I'm not sure where this government's agenda is in terms of dementia. The Minister certainly is very strong on saying he sees it as a key corner of his aged care reform, that he needs to make sure dementia gets included in that. We're obviously concerned that the Productivity Commission hasn't delivered that message to the government, which in some ways may allow the government to escape. There are some signs that the government may be less inclined to spend money on it and to put money into it, and that would really be a disaster, because I think this is probably one of the biggest health epidemics that we faced for a long, long time, and it's not going to go away.
So my grandfather, we actually discovered that he had Alzheimer's when he was in his 80s. He had a stroke, but what was different about the stroke was it seemed to cause some brain loss or brain damage, and then that just led into Alzheimer's, and it progressed from there. And how we first discovered it, he actually just walked into a neighbor's house not knowing where he was or what year it was or any of that. And so my mom originally flew down there and picked him up, and he ended up living with us for a few years.
Right.
Well, I think it was a matter of making sure that he felt familiar in the area that he was, that he didn't feel rejected, and that he had someone to connect with. We wanted to make sure that he felt loved, for sure, and to put him in a nursing home, he was living on the East Coast, we were living on the West Coast, so it would have been very difficult to see him, and so we figured if we were going to bring him to the West Coast and introduce some new changes, then we wanted him to at least be in a place that was familiar with people that were familiar as he went through that. So that's kind of where the decision came from.